guys, and welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley, and welcome back to our Flower Everyday series. This is where we're painting a flower every single day in the month of July in celebration of Watercolor Month. I hope that you are painting along with us. We're on day 12. 12? 12. Are we on day 12? We're on day 13. My brain. I'm very sorry. We're using the flower color guide as our reference, and today we are going to be painting the Ranunculus. This is a beautiful multi-layered petaled flower, and I'm going to break this down in a very, very simple, loose way for you to paint. This should be one of our quickest ones, but I'm going to throw in a little curveball here because this might make it harder for me or it might make it easier. I'm not sure. I'm going to use the Gansai Tombi granulating colors. I haven't used these that much, so I'm not familiar with which colors are which. And we're going to hope it works out. But again, if it doesn't work out and it looks horrible, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just paper. So let's go ahead and dive into this clip on here. So let's gaze down. I'm getting another migraine once again. I live with them daily, so I've had to learn how to just continue working as much as I can, and then I crash and burn, but it's fine. Ooh, I just had a thought. What if, so normally when I do the Ranunculus, I do like a light wash, and then I let it dry, and then I do little darker lines. What if we used our dotting tool? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Again, we're experimenting, so if it doesn't turn out fine, it's okay. Let's see, what brush do we want to use today? Yep, starting to hurt really bad. Okay, let's look and see what these colors are. We have Aurora Violet, Aurora Blue, Orange, Pink, and Red. Let's look at the Aurora Pink and see what she looks like, because this Ranunculus is pink. So with these paints, if you have not used a granulating paint, one way that you can really bring out the separation of colors is to add a bunch of water and kind of mix it up before you put it on your paper. This looks very purple though. Let me see what the Aurora Red looks like. If we add it to this, still looks kind of purple. Let's add a little bit of orange. This is gonna be a mess of color. They're gonna just all be in there. Man, that violet is really vibrant. Okay, we're gonna just try this. I don't remember if I said I'm using my Etcholab sketchbook, and today I'm using the Rhapsody Round Clancy Sable size 2. Let's do this. Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna put a flower here, and we are just making a circle, kind of an oval. This flower, the top is going to be here. It's kind of facing that way. I want to see what happens if I put in a little bit extra and just do these like little circling lines around it. Think of a cinnamon roll. And then I'm going to take my dotting tool and just do little circling petal lines around it, and we're gonna let that settle and see what happens. It might work, it might not. I don't know. I think I'm still gonna end up needing to put another layer on it, but I feel like it needs. Nope, we're gonna leave that one alone for a second. All right, let's do one that's kind of facing upward. So right, lots and lots of water here. Okay, I know this looks like a blob, and that's because it is. So these are little petals coming out. This will make sense, hopefully. All right, so we're looking at this. We've got some petals that are falling down, and then we've got our center right here. Okay, so here's our center. And then we're just kind of putting in lines where layers of petals are. And I think we're going to end up going in and putting actual paint lines in that as well, because I don't think the scribbles is going to be quite enough. But we shall see. This is not quite pink. This is definitely more purple than I was wanting, but that's okay. Let's see what the Aurora Red does. All right, we're gonna put another one right here. Yeah, it's a lot of purple. Okay, dropping some water on this. This one's gonna be like facing us, so there we go. All right, and then I'm gonna take my dotting tool. The center, we're gonna have lots of overlapping lines, and then make them a little further apart as we go around. Okay, this one literally does look like a cinnamon roll. That's funny. Okay, so I didn't think this through because I don't have a green. So I am gonna have to pull some paint from somewhere else. I mean, the orange one looks like it separates into green too. Should I just use this and it be weird? I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna use this and it's gonna be weird. All right, here we go. Let's make it weird. Oh, it does look like it's kind of green. Okay. All right, so there's a stem. We're gonna tap this stem in here, coming down, and then this one as well. All right, and then let's make some floppy little leaves. This one's gonna kind of go whoop, droop really far out. Okay, I like this color actually. It's kind of fun. All right, and then we're gonna make a little bud. So just do a little round, bulbous looking thing. And then I'm just gonna do a couple of lines on it. Okay. Let's do another bud coming up through here. This one's gonna be a little bit bigger. And then we're gonna put just a touch of the pinky purple coming out of that bud. Yeah, there we go. Now we're having fun. And draw those lines. There we go. All right, I want to do one more bud because I'm having fun with this. Come up here. And this bud is starting to bloom. So let's take our flower color here. Have it like it's starting to come out. All right, here we go. Cool. And let's put just a couple more leaves in here. Just kind of push those, flop it down a little bit. One coming there. Sorry, I got quiet. I'm just enjoying this. I wasn't expecting to quite enjoy this one like that. This paint is really fun. Really fun to play with. Okay, so I want this to dry before I do in my lines where we can actually see the petals a little bit more. So granulating paints, it's best to just let them dry, but I'm gonna dry this just for time's sake today. Okay, so these two I'm liking. This one literally looks like a squished cinnamon roll. It looks like a cinnamon roll was squished flat. So it needs some help. We're gonna try and help it. All right, so we're gonna take our mixture of whatever this is, and we're gonna start with the center, and I'm just gonna put in some more dark lines, get some more of this pink, a little bit thicker. So we're just gonna go in, kind of do some overlapping petals here. And then how do I fix this? I'm playing here. We're trying to figure this out. We're gonna put a little bit down here. There we go. Let's fill this out a little bit. And then try to blend it in with the existing flower. Okay. Don't know if that helped or not, but let's take some thicker paint now and just draw our little lines. I hope I'm not blocking the camera. There we go. Okay. There's that one. That one got really dark, but that's okay. All right, now let's go into this one. You can really see some pink showing in this because it had lots of water. So I'm just gonna put in, this one is still wet. I'm trying to be very delicate with what I'm putting in here. So I don't want it to just take over completely. But I'm just gonna put in some lines. I have a petal that's coming out this way. That way. Okay, okay, those are fun. They're not pink, but this is the paint I was using, so that's kind of cool. I feel like this one's still a little bit of a mess. Let me see if I can lift a little bit. It got really dark, so I'm gonna rinse my brush off, tap it on my cloth, and I'm just gonna try to lift a little bit of this color back out. Yeah. I actually like that where it's just kind of smeared there. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my splatter here. I want my splatters to be pretty watery so that they kind of separate too. So lots of water on my brush. Pretty. Okay, that was fun and a little bit different. I feel like I want to paint on this one for so much longer. I'm gonna add a little bit more detail on my buds, just like a little bit there. And then I want to take this color and we're just gonna add a little bit of depth on moments of these stems and leaves, just to add one more little something, you know? Okay. Okay, what do we think? That's not too bad. Okay, I wanted to do just a tiny bit more detail on my flower. So I dried it and I'm taking a little bit of that thicker paint, and especially this one and this one, it just needs one more little deepening session here. So especially once it's dry so it doesn't spread. So we want some dry paint and dry paper, and we just want to kind of help define some of these petals. Again, make it a little bit closer together in the center, wherever the center is of your flower, and then further apart the further away it goes. Okay? Like so. There we go. Okay, I am done with that one. This one was really fun for me. I don't know why. It felt a little bit more carefree and I enjoyed it. I know it's not the same color, but kind of fun. So there is today's day, what did I say, 13. the Ranunculus. I hope that you are enjoying this. I hope you're painting along with us. If you did enjoy this though, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hiccups. I was holding in that hiccup. I really like this one petal. It's just like, whoop. I actually like these colors. And this like orange totally looks like a mossy green. It's so pretty. Whew. Seeing spots.